What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Back at you with another one. So I gotta talk about them Nets getting whooped on like they did. Them Nets got whooped on by them Pelicans. And like, nah, I guess my first thought is like, are the Nets that bad? Or are the Pelicans like, you know, gonna be better than projected to be? You know what I'm saying? I think it's a mixture of both. I think the Pelicans gonna be like that sleeper team that could be better than what people thought. Like I think they're gonna be in the mix this year. You know what I'm saying? They got three. They got three. All CJ, an all-starish caliber player. They got two stars with Zion and Ingram. They got a nice supporting cast. They got size. You know what I'm saying? They got a well-built team. So I think the Pelicans gonna be in the mix, but these Nets though, I feel like they gotta Ben Simmons gotta have a ball in his hands, right? Like they can't keep doing this. Like, KD bring it up one time, Kyrie bring it up one time, Ben Simmons bring like no. Ben Simmons has to have the ball in his hands because when he don't have the ball, he just be out there looking lost. Like he just be out there trying to set screens on screens on screens. And a lot of the times, I feel like that's why he's been. I mean, it ain't been two games. Well, I'm good basing it off the preseason where he fouled out a preseason game. He either fouled out or came close to fouling out versus the Pelicans. Is because he's setting all these blind screens and like how the league is. If somebody come into a screen, hit a screen bad, they gonna call a foul, regardless of if technically it was legal or not. But if somebody playing defense and you kind of in like a awkward position and try to set a screen, they're calling a foul. So he picking up too many nicky neck fouls with that. And the Nets don't have no offense yet. Like they still don't run no type of offense. It's just like street ball. Like they just going up, they just hooping. That's it. And I feel like it need to be some like I don't think they need to be out there like running sets every play, but it need to be some type of offensive system, some type of movement, something going on where players know where they need to be. You know where players gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just rely on just having better players than people no more. Like the league is that era is over with. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about who play the best brand of basketball because the talent is kind of balanced out more so. You know what I'm saying? It's not no big head over shoulders who better. It's more so who play right, who play the game the right way is who wins. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why Golden State has been the most successful team of this era because they play the game the right way, and they stick with that. They bought into that from 1 to 12. They bought into playing the game the right way. So Brooklyn, they're gonna have to figure that out because if they don't, they're not beating Boston, they're not beating Milwaukee. I mean, I think they'll beat the Sixers, but yeah, they're not beating them two teams, and them is the two you're gonna have to go through. One of them two, you're gonna have to go through them to get to you know what I'm saying, to get to the promised land. You're gonna have to go through them. So Steve Nash he's gonna have to coach. Like this gonna need coaching. You know what I'm saying? Because the key to coaching stars is like you gotta kind of protect them from themselves because they kind of got the hero mentality where they can just do it. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta balance that with knowing when to do what, when to pass, when to shoot, when to be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So they need to figure out offense. I feel like Ben Simmons need to be Steve Nash and Ben Simmons need to be watching Rondo in Boston, Jason Kidd, New Jersey, and before. Because those two players are kind of similar to Ben Simmons' skill set. They not shooters. They couldn't shoot. Rondo couldn't shoot then. Jason Kidd couldn't shoot. They play good defense. They're great facilitators. They get rebounds. Ben Simmons is pretty much a 6'11" version of that. And you also need to study LeBron James playing off the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like moving without the ball, because he looks so uncomfortable. Like he looked lost out there when he don't have the ball. So he need to figure out a way to still be an offensive threat, even though he's not. Offense is his weak point. That's his weakest link as a player. It's his offensive abilities. So he need to figure out a movement way, a position way to still be a threat on the court. You know what I'm saying? Time, cuts, knowing when to be in the dunker spot. He need to study that so he can still be a threat even when he don't have the ball, because he just kind of be out there lost and in the way. And unless they're coming to the ball, like you picking for them to get open for a shot, Kyrie and KD don't want no pick. Great offensive players do not need screens from somebody who is not an offensive threat. You're just bringing a double. I don't need no screen. Move. Get out the way. I'm good. I'm good. I don't bring no screen. Especially if you're not an offensive threat. Do not bring no screen. You're bringing me a double because they're going to ignore you. You can't score from this area, so you're a liability. They're going to ignore you and double me. That's all they're going to do. Gone. I don't need you. Bye. And he also need to study Draymond in that little 15-foot area where he do the little, and then he cut, and then he dropped a little lob to where he either do the little floater or he'll like drop it off the loony. You know what I'm saying? That Ben and Claxton can get that chemistry and try to play like that, try to do that too. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to figure that out, because they look lost out there. I mean, they're gonna win games off of talent, but that's not enough for a team that has championship aspirations, that has a championship roster. You know what I'm saying? So that's not enough. They're gonna have to really, Steve Nash going to lose some hair over this, because he's going to figure this out. Because just going out there to hoop, it's not going to get it done. They're going to have to get a system, get an offense, figure out what Ben Simmons need to do when he ain't got the ball. Period. Because otherwise, they're going to be they're going to be a second round exit this year instead of a first round exit like they was last year. That's it. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that's all I got on that one. I'm going to get with y'all on the next one. Peace.